Have you ever felt your dog's gaze pierce straight into your mind? Do you think it's just a loving look? Maybe, but that's not the whole story. It's a familiar scene. You're sitting on the couch sipping your coffee, and your dog is frozen in place, eyes glowing, locked on you without blinking. Is that their way of saying, I love you? Or could it be a warning you haven't yet recognized? In this video, we'll uncover the real reasons, from heart-melting moments of affection to signs of health issues or danger you must never ignore. Trust me, by the end, you'll never look at your dog's eyes the same way again. 1. Staring equals love plus oxytocin. Did you know that just one gaze from your dog can literally change your heartbeat? Science shows that when you and your dog lock eyes, both of you release oxytocin, the love hormone, the same one a mother releases when looking at her baby. This not only makes you feel happier, but also strengthens the bond between you. For dogs, looking deeply into your eyes shows absolute trust, a sense of safety, and the desire to be near you. They often do this when you're both calm, reading, watching TV, or simply petting them. Don't let that moment pass unnoticed. That's the perfect time to return the affection, a gentle stroke, a warm word, and you'll see their heart light up with joy. When does your dog stare at you most? When you're happy or when you're tired? And sometimes that look isn't just about love, it's about decoding you. 2. Staring plus head tilt equals studying you. Have you ever seen your dog stare while tilting their head, as if recording every word you say? It makes people laugh because it's so cute, but in fact it's an incredibly smart behavior. Tilting their head changes ear position to pinpoint sounds more accurately. At the same time, they're studying your face and body language to understand what you're trying to say. With wide eyes and focused attention, they're connecting cues from your voice, expressions, and movements to decode your intentions. This happens especially when you use a high-pitched voice, speak with emotion, or do something unusual, like opening a cupboard or grabbing the leash. Ignoring this moment means missing a chance to communicate more deeply. They are giving you their full attention. Why not respond in kind? Does your dog tilt their head more when your tone is happy or serious? And sometimes that gaze isn't about understanding, it's about asking for something. 3. Staring to make a request or signal discomfort. Ever felt hypnotized by your dog's unwavering gaze, as if they were giving you a silent order? This is actually a highly effective way many dogs communicate without barking or making noise. For example, when thirsty, they might look at you, then glance at the water bowl, or if they want to go outside, they'll stand near the door, eyes still fixed on you. Beyond basic needs, this gaze can signal discomfort or pain. A dog with an upset stomach or joint pain might use their eyes to seek help from the person they trust most. Ignoring this signal can lead to anxiety or destructive behaviors like scratching furniture. When does your dog look to demand the most? But be careful, sometimes that look is a clever little trick to get what they want. Or, puppy eyes equals sweet, emotional manipulation. You think puppy eyes are just nature's gift? Nope, they're a perfected survival strategy honed over thousands of years living alongside humans. By slightly raising their eyebrows and widening their eyes, dogs create a look similar to a pleading baby. This expression triggers our protective and nurturing instincts. And yes, they know exactly how powerful it is. The result? You give up the last bite of your sandwich, let them on the couch, or break the no human food rule. Don't let that sweetness fool you. If you always give in, they'll see it as a winning formula and repeat it every time they want something. Have you ever lost to that gaze, even knowing you were being played? And when that look appears during play, it means something entirely different. 5. Staring during play equals invitation to interact. Have you noticed your dog's sparkling eyes when you're throwing a ball or playing tug of war? During play, that look isn't just watching, it's the connection line between you two. They're checking to make sure you're still engaged, guessing if you'll throw the ball again or switch games. This creates a fun loop. You respond to their eyes, they get more excited, and the game becomes even more connected. If you keep ignoring this look, your dog may think you've lost interest and might gradually disengage. Try answering with a surprise throw or an enthusiastic call. You'll see pure joy in their reaction. Which game makes your dog stare at you the longest? But when that gaze appears while you're eating, the story changes entirely. 6. Staring while you eat equals learned begging habit. You're eating, and suddenly those big round eyes are fixed on you from under the table or beside your chair. If you've ever shared food with your dog even once, you've taught them an important lesson. Staring can earn rewards once learned. They'll keep doing it, sometimes waiting patiently for minutes on end. This isn't instinct, it's a learned behavior from unintentional rewards. And once it becomes a habit, it's hard to break. Remember, human food isn't always safe for dogs. A pitiful gaze can lead to health issues if you give in too often. Have you ever shared a bite just because you felt bad? But when you're sad, that gaze holds something far warmer. 7. Staring when you're sad equals empathy and comfort. Some days you come home exhausted, not wanting to talk to anyone. Then your dog approaches, looking at you gently, as if to say, "I'm here with you." Dogs can sense subtle changes in your tone of voice, facial expressions, even body scent when you're sad or stressed. They don't need to know exactly what's wrong, just that you're not okay. This gaze isn't about asking for anything, it's about offering presence and comfort. Responding with a gentle pat or a whispered thank you can deepen your bond even more. How does your dog react when you're feeling down? And sometimes that gaze is a warning about something you haven't noticed yet. 8. Staring as a danger alert. If your dog stares at you, then quickly shifts their eyes toward the door or window, it could be a warning. With hearing 4 times sharper than ours and an incredible sense of smell, dogs can detect sounds, scents, or movements we can't. This behavior often comes with a tense body, perked up ears, or a raised tail. When you see this, take a moment to check your surroundings. Ignoring it could mean missing the chance to act before danger strikes. Have you ever discovered something unusual thanks to your dog's warning gaze? But not all unusual stares are about danger. Sometimes they're about their own health. 9. Unusual staring equals possible illness. A blank, prolonged stare with no reaction to the environment could be a sign of serious illness. Canine cognitive dysfunction, similar to Alzheimer's in humans, obsessive compulsive disorders, or mild seizures can cause this frozen state. If this stare comes with changes in sleep, eating, or other behaviors, don't wait. Take them to the vet immediately. Early intervention can help improve or manage the condition, giving your dog a better quality of life. Have you ever seen your dog zone out unusually long? And then there are stares that give some people chills. 10. Staring into empty space equals heightened senses or something unseen. Ever seen your dog staring into a corner or empty space, completely still? Science suggests they may be hearing low-frequency sounds, smelling faint scents, or spotting tiny movements our eyes can't detect. However, many people believe dogs can sense presences we can't see. Whether you believe in science or the supernatural, this reminds us that a dog's senses operate in a much broader world than ours. Do you think your dog is seeing a ghost or just a mouse? Now you know, every stare from your dog isn't random. Could be deep love, curiosity to understand you better, a playful invitation, a request for help, or even a warning about something you haven't noticed yet. For dogs, eye contact is their strongest unspoken language, the invisible thread connecting their heart to yours. And when we learn to read it, the bond grows deeper than ever. As the saying goes, you can fool people with words, but with a dog, the eyes never lie. So take a moment to look back into those eyes and let them tell you their story. Now I want to hear your story. Has your dog ever looked at you in a way that warmed your heart and surprised you at the same time? Share it in the comments. I read them all. And if you want to find out why your dog follows you everywhere, even to the bathroom, click the video on the screen now. The answer will make you love them even more. If this video helped you understand your dog better, hit subscribe and stick around because there are so many more canine secrets waiting to be discovered.